Sunday, 26 April 2020, International Millennium Telekinetic Contact still need to make conference about the progress and vision. Farm International Alibi for Protection 6661 College meaning as pioneer and status victim of situation suspect human commanding ghost from grave. Weapons conspiration is also about groups among them on this moment millennium. Already pioneering since 2008 until this year 2020, and sustainable agreement, contact and experience with telekinetic alien family international need to be confirmed, and also about networking case movement, supernatural human which is suspect on this millennium. Still need to be conference also about status alien family as hero and also alibi for 6661 quantum discovery on this millennium about a case supernatural human suspect commanding ghost from grave or satanic human, and also about official sponsor for 6661 quantum discovery alien family international. Contact also say since years before 2008. Alien Family International will be international conversation about appointment at 666 on the future, to also about millennium. It's also about supernatural or about human commanding ghosts from grave, from Europe to America. Conversation already happened since years before 6661 on this conference. Alien Family International with countries. On this moment telekinetic, also about uncalling internet. 6661 police conference want to read again about fusion and also telekinetic contact need to be confirmed alien family. Title to plan as word from alien DOMISILI for describing time for Republic creator living planet. Vision and contact confirm appointment alien family on this millennium. Plan as word is also about projection, about time for interparallel DOMISILI for life, and also about vehicle or mechanical time for journey for traveling interparallel DOMISILI for life. Vision also saying plan is also about grass or plant actually, about time for first beginning, about creating living creation, about planets or living planets, interparallel DOMISILI. About planet as a DOMISILI or zone for living creation, immortal, human first beginning, life as living creation, begin from plant, planet or plant. Immortal mechanical, creating living creation, about planets. Confirm Alien Farm International about Project 6661 on this confirming vision about world to plant, our relation and chronic from world, alien family, time for Republic. About another mechanical, DOMISILI, Catalin, about living creation, by plan or from plan. as world from projection about living domiciliary expansion interparallel. Allen family are known for world about plant or plant. Plants as zone actually for descripting time for republic mechanical, creating living domiciliary plants. Vehicle actually or a matter traveling into parallel, but technology operational. Interparallel as mechanical for operating time or journey. The spooky zone all about ghosts also. Alien expert status as a Centuria intelligence. Journey about investigation domicile, human commanding ghosts and grave, all about Centuria. Plants as a tool of time for aliens. For investigation calling out domicile planets. About human commanding ghosts from grave, actually. Alien family status executor. Interparallel spooky. Or about life to meaning, managing existence, living planet, or about living creation on galaxy. Spooky to living creation, or about ghosts, to living planets, to interparallel, to also about human commanding ghosts from Greek Centuria. With diagram as Allen family as expert mechanical executing about experience or journey to spooky by plants. 6661 going to start evening. Want to say thank you very much for the recent contact and also about the facing conference to Alien Family International. Alien Family International is fusion and also telekinetic. 6661 going to start evening. That is about phenomena of movement, millennium, supernatural suspect human. Already happened in 2008 as first beginning pioneering by 6661 on staffing. Allen Family International is born domicile about Emerson or time for Republic. Alien contact telekinetic say actually domicile born to time for Republic. With reincarnation to human or about alien reincarnation human. On the staff evening want to confirm also about probability international conspiracy, satanic human on this moment experience supernatural suspect human. Context also Alien family is our momentum for declaration proclamation self-national leadership among human countries through millennium, about appointment Ethereum Galactica, alien status God, to human world. Therefore about religions or heaven, to equality, about leadership self, or anti-alien. Human commanding goods from grief. About future to appointment Ethereum Galaxy alien family. Contact say also about continued chronic civilization, about living creation on planet, with sample to planet Earth. About mythology or chronic to religions, about philosophy also, to also about science. Alien family leadership actually, alien friendship human, which starts appointment Ethereum Galactica. Context can say also supernatural human millennium is also probability about pioneering an antichristus or about group to antichristus. Through also coalition about satanic human or unbelief to God, non-faith to God. About appointment also to criminal world as another indication, we segment each other. About human countries with also icon and leadership among them, that's also for Yehovah. Also about religious and about misunderstanding appointment. Human world or millennium. Appointment about 666 and also about Ethereum Galactica alien family. About also Proofman and family alien is human or about alien friends is human. About alien incarnation human also. About authentication or alien family authentic status honor about their access among humans. Also about religions. Supernatural to millennium about human activity, satanic human. Human commanding ghosts from grave. The speaking also telekinetic may confirm Ellen Farm International. Ellen Farm on a self-appointment about Ethereum Galactica and confirm protocolar to this momentum 666 one call is confirm Ellen Farm Enterprise government self about Ellen Farm established as managerial for interplanet. Speaking also 666 we work on this confirming on this millennium. Satanic human through momentum born millennium is also the fighting to Ellen family. About logo to pentagram or about anti-aliens. Thank you very much, International Millennium. 666 work on this confirming definitive on self-value for project realization with chairman or committee to Ellen Farm International Self as direction. Need to be confirmed through councils because of the agreement about numbering of people, through meaning also about Holy Spirit, about alien incarnation human. Ellen Farm International definitive sponsor. Therefore, about momentum for declaration proclamation, Ellen Farm is of national, country, and geographic planet maps. Ellen Farm is of money logo, economic monetary reputation value among human countries, through millennium to future. Ellen family among human countries, civilization, civilization. Ellen family is of national unity. Self-head chairman for appointment national, Ethereum Galactica. Ellen family also say contact telekinetic is also status for this momentum millennium appointment with meaning also quality for human self contact telecommunication suspect non-telekinetic Ellen family. Ellen family is a definitive hero and status born DOMISILI to time for Republic with reincarnation to human. On this Mama Millennium, Ellen family want to conference about appointment nationality in Galactica. About satanic human, or about for single-born non-reincarnation, or millennium, momentum-born, satanic, or anti-alien, Satan. Thank you very much, alien, and 6661 starting will be proof about the claim on internet. Supernatural phenomena truly happening on this millennium, non-fake or just issue, and also about claims suspect human commanding costume grief, human witches on this millennium. Ellen Farm International official alibi, status sponsor, One Direction sponsor for project realization, Ellen Farm. About numbering of people, 666. Holy Spirit destiny, or about alien against human, based context reader. It also about 666 as a status struggler or future veteran, alien family. About case supernatural suspect human or millennium. 6661 for the Scar family, Allen Farm International ownership for numbering of people. About Trinity Christianity, Allen family ownership also. We go also about religions. On this moment millennium, still need to be conferenced and called promo international through internet. Allen family international conference also about declaration, proclamation, self-national among human countries. Your momentum 34666 on this moment to 6661 for the Scar family. People can search 6661 for the Scar family as internet ID, and 6661 for the Scar family definitive status pioneer since 2008 until this year 2020. The 3666 century to century with LED Allen Farm International. Because of the Holy Spirit, and let's contact about Allen family, Allen Enter status as Michael leader angel, amateur leader. To alien incarnation human appointment, want to conference protocol on human world. Allen family status con angel, appointment national appearing like car. The human which is suspect of millennium or about anti-Christus or anti-alien. Thank you very much, international, and also Allen family. You get on my next internet. 6661 from the Scar family. Allen family international definitive official sponsor. Sunday, 26 April 2020. International Millennium Telekinetic Contact. Still need to make conference about the progress and future. Allen Farm International alibi for protection 6661 for the Scar family as pioneer and status 15 of situation suspect human commanding ghost from grave. Latent conspiration, it also about groups among them on this moment millennium. Already pioneering since 2008 until this year 2020, and sustainable agreement, contact and experience with telekinetic alien family international need to be confirmed, and also about networking case improvement. Supernatural human which is suspect on this millennium. Still need to be conference also about status alien family as hero and also alibi for 6661 quantity scaffolding on this millennium about a case supernatural human suspect commanding ghost from grave or satanic human, and also about official sponsor for 6661 quantity scaffolding Alien Family International. Contact also say since years before 2008. Alien Family International will be international conversation about appointment at 666 on the future, to also about millennium. It's also about supernatural or about human commanding ghosts from grave, from Europe to America. Conversation already happened since years before 6661 on this conference. Alien Family International with countries. On this moment telekinetic, also about uncalling internet. 6661 on this conference want to read again about fusion and also telekinetic contact. Need to be confirmed Alien Family. Title to plan as word from alien domicili for describing time for Republic creator living planet. Its vision and contact need confirm appointment Alien Family on this millennium. Plan as word is also about projection, about time for interparallel domicili for life, and also about vehicle or mechanical time for journey for traveling interparallel domicili for life. We can also say plan is also about grass or plant actually, about time for first beginning, about creating living creation, about planets or living planets, interparallel domicili, about planet as a domicili or zone for living creation, a method, human first beginning, life as living creation begin from planet or plant, a method mechanical creating living creation, about planets. Confirm Alien Family International about project 6661 on this conference vision about word to plant, our relation and chronic from word Alien Family time for Republic. About another mechanical domicili Catalin about living creation by plan or from plan, as word from projection about living domicili expansion interparallel. Alien Family honor for word about plan or plant. Plant as zone actually for describing time for Republic mechanical, creating living domicili plants. Vehicle actually or a method traveling interparallel, about technology operational, interparallel as mechanical for operating time for journey, so spooky zone, or about ghosts also. Alien expert status as a Centuria intelligence, journey about investigation domicili, human commanding ghosts and grave, or about Centuria. Plan as a tool of time for aliens for investigation calling out domicili planets, about human commanding ghosts from grave actually. Alien Family status executor interparallel spooking or about life to managing existence, living planet or about living creation on galaxy. Spooky to living creation or about ghosts, to living planets, to interparallel, to also about human commanding ghosts from Greek centurion. With diagram as Alan family as expert mechanical executing about experience or journey to spooking by plans. 6661 on the scarf evening. Want to say thank you very much for the recent contact and also about the facing conference to Alien Family International. Alien Family International is fusion and also telekinetic. 6661 on the scarf evening. That is about phenomena of movement, millennium, supernatural suspect human. Already happened in 2008 as first beginning pioneering by 6661 point staffing. Alien Family International is born domicile about American or time for Republic. Alien contact telekinetic say actually domicile born to time for Republic. With reincarnation to human or about alien reincarnation human. On the scarf evening want to confirm also about probability international conspiracy satanic human on this moment experience supernatural suspect human. Context also alien family is our momentum for declaration proclamation self-national leadership among human countries through millennium about appointment Ethereum Galactica alien status God to human world. Therefore about religions or heaven to equality, about leadership self or anti-alien, human commanding goods from grief, about future to appointment Ethereum Galaxy alien family. Contact say also about continued chronic civilization, about living creation on planet with samples of planet Earth. About mythology of chronic to religions, about philosophy and also about science. Alien family leadership actually, alien friendship human, which starts appointment Ethereum Galactica. Context also supernatural human or millennium is also probability about pioneering antichristus or about group to antichristus through also coalition about satanic human or unbelief to God, non-faith to God. About appointment also to criminal world as another indication, we segment each other. About human countries with also icon and leadership among them, that's also for Yehovah. Also about religions and about misunderstanding appointment. Human world or millennium. Appointment about 666 and also about Ethereum Galactica alien family. About also Proofman and family alien is human or about alien friendship human. About alien reincarnation human also. about authentication or alien family authentic status owner about the access among humans. So also about religions. Supernatural to the millennium about human activity, satanic human commanding ghosts from grave. The vision also telekinetic may confirm Ellen Farm International. Ellen family on a self-appointment about Ethereum Grafica and confirm protocolar to this momentum 666 one police confirm Ellen family interplanet government self about Ellen family status as managerial for interplanet. Fitting also 666 one police confirm on this millennium. Satanic human through momentum born millennium is also the quality to Ellen family. About logo to pentagram or about anti-aliens. Thank you very much, International Millennium 6661 on this conference, definitive on self-value for project realization. With chairman or committee to Ellen Farm International Self as direction. Need to be confirmed through councils because already agreement about numbering of people, through meaning also about Holy Spirit, about alien incarnation human. Ellen Farm International definitive sponsor. Therefore, about momentum for declaration proclamation, Ellen Farm of national, country, and geographic planet maps, Ellen Farm of money logo, economic monetary education value, among human countries, through millennium to future. Ellen family among human countries, stimulation civilization, Ellen Farm of national unity. Self-head chairman for appointment national Ethereum Galactica. Ellen family also say contact telekinetic is also status for this momentum millennium appointment with meaning also quality for human self contact telecommunication suspect non-telekinetic Ellen family. Ellen family is a definitive hero and status born domisili to time for republic with reincarnation to human. On this Mama Millennium, Ellen family want to conference about appointment national Ethereum Galactica. About satanic human. Or about Arif or Singapore no reincarnation on the millennium, momentum born, Satan or anti-alien, Satan. Thank you very much, alien, and 6661 going to something already proof about the claim on internet. Supernatural phenomena truly happening on this millennium. Non-fake or just issue, and also about claims suspect human commanding ghosts from grief, human witches on this millennium. Ellen Farm International official LED, status sponsor, one direction sponsor for project realization, Ellen Farm. About numbering of people, 666. Holy Spirit Destiny, or about alien reincarnation human, based context reading. It goes about 666 as a status traveler or future veteran, alien family. About case supernatural suspect human or millennium. 666 one for the Scout family, alien family international ownership for numbering of people. About Trinity Christianity, alien family ownership also. We go also about religions. On this moment millennium, still need to be conference and calling. Promo international through internet. Alien family international conference also about declaration, proclamation, self-national among human countries. The momentum, the reform 666. On this moment, to 666 Hong Kong people can search 666 Hong Kong family as internet ID. And 666 Hong Kong family definitive status pioneer since 2008 until this year 2020. The 3666 century to century with LED Alien Family International. Because of the Holy Spirit, and let's contact about Alien Family, Alien Amateur status as Michael Leader Angel, Amateur Leader. To Alien Reincarnation Human Appointment, want to conference protocol on human world. Alien Family status called Angel. Appointment missional appearing like car. The human which is suspect of millennium or about anti-Christus or anti-alien. Thank you very much international and also Alien Family. You get on my next internet 666 Hong Kong Scout family. Alien Family International definitive official sponsor. Sunday, 26 April 2020. International Millennium Telekinetic Contact. Still need to make conference about the progress and vision. Alien Family International alibi for protection 666 Hong Kong Scout family as pioneer and status 15.